underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Under 10, under 11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And, oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Smith. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go ahead.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to John Ross. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I got you.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, hold on. 52 right here.
He's coming. Double up.
A give to Smith out of the gun. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Situation, let's go. Check 13.
Watch it. Watch it. Equipment. Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Smith. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Here we go.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Here we go. Like 20.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Got an open man. It's Washington. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hayward. I'm coming after you. Coming after you. My game. Good.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check the backer, check the backer. 22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Yo. 80 weapon. Yo. Squeeze. Jet. Switch.
To throw is Murray. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. Your coaches always tell you, get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down carry for Smith. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Watch the whip. Check.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
I know he ain't got it. Over. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Push him back. Push him back.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready. 52 man. Check 52's the man.
I don't even know why this team.
25. Check 25. Check, check. Check 43. Kill. No. Off. Showing that.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Tremont Smith, 82 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go. 180. Ricky. 1, Omaha. Go ahead.
On 3rd down, Hines. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Check 31, check 31.
21.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo now. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Yeah, let's get set.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Check your hot read. Check nickel. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man open, it's Ross. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. They'll run it again with Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Rush in. Let it go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's great. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Watch Watch the edge. Shoot.
On first down, it's Smith. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Again, it's Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Mike 8. I got you. Mike 8. No, one. Mike 8.
Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Harold Landry. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout.
Here we go.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal.
Check 12, fellas. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who...